Snowflake warning, this is a pest control video. Hello everybody, we are in sunny Norfolk. I say sunny, it's actually gone in, but we've got a little bit of daylight left, so we are going to sight in Mark's new Air Arms S510, FAC Extra, of course. Just like Lee, he's copied me.
Can't help myself.
He even went for a thumb hole as well. So yeah, so we're going to spend a little bit of time just making sure the rifle's bang on, and then we are going for a spot of rabbiting, and after that, fingers crossed, we will see if there are any foxes on another permission that we have. Wait for this bike to go past. A little later, hopefully we'll be going to a permission that we've not been to for some time, but there are, or we have been told there are 1 or 2 foxes around on a permission that has a small pheasant syndicate. So enjoy the video, take care, stay safe, and as always, happy shooting.
See what a 3-shot group looks like.
Just fell down.
Yeah. One loose one.
That's fairly tight at that distance, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Bearing in mind I've only had, I don't know, 3 mags for it. This could look really dodgy on a video.
Light's fading quick. Just like myself, Mark's been using the Nitesite system for a couple of years now. He's since upgraded with the added Rangefinder as well, which, just like Ian, you'll see a little later, is used very effectively on air rifles when gauging distance at night time, especially when you've got to compensate for drop, etc. Now at first I could have mistaken this little hedgehog for a rabbit, so I waited for it to come perfectly into the clear before I could identify, and after that I just observed it for a few minutes while it scratched around for some late night supper. Now, unlike Mark, myself, I had sighted my rifle in for rats previously, so I had to actually aim on the first mill dot down at the distance that this rabbit was. I don't have a rangefinder, so I guessed that it was at around 40-ish yards, so I simply held on the first mill dot and it sent home an almost perfect brain box shot, as you'll see in a second. What a shot. Now, for those of you new to the channel, this is me using a breakaway coaster to zoom in and out, and on some of my scopes I've also got one on the parallax to aid with focusing during night time shooting, and it's very handy when you've got gloves on. I go a little bit wobbly here because I'm actually getting my feet rock steady to be able to take the shot, and if you think I'm taking a little bit longer here, then I probably am, and that's because the Nitesite allows me the extra time to be able to get the shot dead on rather than rush it, which is what you tend to do with a lamp. The other one should be under this tree here somewhere. Number 2. That's gone in the brain anyway, straight through there. 2 good kills. So Mark got 2, but only find one of them. Contacted a couple I've got. I mean, to be fair, the rabbits came out only 15 minutes ago, but 3's better than none, so we'll move on to the next location now and see what's in store for us there. Arriving at the next location, hopeful that we would see some rats to use the air rifles on. Unfortunately, there was nothing moving around. I guess it's still pretty mild, so we're going to have to wait for the weather to turn before the rats move back in. So we put the night sights on the 223 rifles, got set up, ready for a little bit of fox action on the next permission. We had a little bit of a drive, so we thought we'd get set up so that we could get straight out and get straight on. The first flash of eyes turned out to be a false alarm, as it was this roe deer keeping guard over its small herd. There's actually a couple more to the left there, but I was a little excited at first. Then we moved on to the next field, and we did actually see a fox, though it was right over the other side. Mark tried squeaking it, and it did catch its attention, and it came only about another 30 yards towards us before it decided it was going to tuck tail and run, and that was actually all we saw that evening, which was a little disappointing. However, we now go over to see Ian from Pulsar Pest Control to see how he's been getting on, and it certainly looks like his night was a little bit better than ours. So as Ian pans around here, this is somewhat of a target-rich environment, as you can see. Reminds me of a rat permission, I know. Now, just like myself and Mark on the first permission you saw, Ian is employed here to get rid of the rabbits because it's a working paddock. And in this particular paddock there are some rather expensive horses that, if they were to tread in the holes, could be quite costly for the owner. So just sit back and enjoy the next couple of clips now as Ian takes some fantastic shots with the awesome Wolverine. Absolutely cracking shooting. Don't forget to subscribe to see more from Ian. Well, it turns out we didn't actually see, well, no, sorry, we did see a fox, but it was not playing ball, so, and we only saw the one. And although it's nearly 2 in the morning, we've been out for a good couple of hours now on the last permission, it's time to call it a night. So from him, it's good night.
Good night.
And from me, it's good night, and I'll catch you in the next one.